Today I'm going to show you how to change the rear gear oil in your BMW X5. What we're first going to want to do is we're going to want to jack the car up. We're going to start off with the rear here. Going underneath, you can see that I'm going off of the rear differential to lift up the rear of the vehicle. To start, you're going to want an H14 Allen. You can see that fits in there beautifully. Get your ratchet ready. Ours broke free immediately. Next step, unscrew the drain plug, or the fill plug in this case. Set it off to the side. Set your ratchet and your Allen off to the side. Next, you're going to want some kind of hand pump, either a pump like this, a little squeezed pump, an electric pump, whatever you got, use that. We're going to put this pump in through the fill plug and pull out the old fluid. Got my drain pan here. We're going to set it underneath and we're going to get to pumping out that old fluid. Try my best to snake it down. Throw that in the pan. Now this was all the fluid I was able to get out of here, which just doesn't look like very much, so I'm going to put it in a container and actually measure it because I know how much is supposed to be in there, but I want to know how much this is first. Now, the differential is actually running downhill, and this is the high side. We only have the jack stands in the rear and not the front. So I did fish around many a times, getting in all different places, and I did get extra fluid a few times. After about 5 minutes of playing with it, I think I got all the fluid out of it, but I just want to double check and make sure that we got what we got. Looking at the fluid here, we got, I don't know if you can see this, but we ended up just getting over 20 ounces, somewhere like right around 22 ounces. I just used this old ATF quart bottle to actually put the fluid in. As you can see, it's no longer in there. There was a little bit of residual left over. The rear diff holds roughly about 1 quart. 1 quart being 32 ounces, we're still about 10 ounces shy. So what I would like to do is I'm actually going to jack up the front of the car a little bit further and actually see if I can get some of that fluid to maybe kind of level out here so that we can try and get the rest of it. I would use my borescope and double check, but it got messed up on the camera lens on the inside. I got my somewhat not working, a fuzzy picture, but I was able to get in there and actually see there's no fluid. I only had 22 ounces of fluid in there, so we're gonna get cracking on with putting in our new fluid. I'll show you what we got. I'm using this gear oil from Amsoil, 75W90, what it's called for. It calls for roughly 1 quart. Now I am still somewhat raked, so I'm just gonna put this quart in. You should spill out the spill plug once you have too much, or you're right at the correct level, but I am, like I said, I'm slightly raked still. I ended up putting blocks under the tires. They have a little lip, so they actually rake both ways, so it's safe. But I shouldn't leak out. Now, thankfully, having this easy pack actually makes this, well, surprise, surprise, it makes it easy. It's kind of weird. I'm going to have more than enough now. My 22 to roughly 23 ounces of fluid. How bad? Give it a little twisty-roo. I am right actually at the bottom of this fill plug, which is perfect. I put in 32 ounces of fluid. I had roughly 22 to 24 ounces to start, so I'm actually very happy with this. Our next step is to put the plug back. Now, to clarify, these do take 1 to 1.3 quarts of fluid. You can go to the bottom of the fill plug, or you can go until it starts pouring out. Both will get you the same result here. This fill plug is 44 foot-pounds. Tight enough for me. Once you have that all done, you're gonna get out from underneath your car. You can lower the car back down on the ground, get it out from under the jack stands or the blocks or whatever you happen to use, and you are good to go. Now, if you found this video helpful, make sure to leave a thumbs up If this is something you're interested in, my wife's a BMW fanatic, so eventually that'll be a big portion of this channel along with Mercedes. So you can also hit the subscribe button if that's something you're interested to. Thank you all for watching my videos. I think it's quite cool that you guys were here. Hope you found it helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.